welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Chris and this is Sid, and we're Chris and Sid.
Okay, so today we're gonna be telling y'all how we chose our sperm donor. For those of you that do not know, we are about to start our IUI journey. Bro, why is you laughing?
It's gonna be a how we chose our donor and the steps we took basically, and just where we are at in our IUI process right now.
Okay, so first with the sperm donor, it took us maybe 2 or 3 months to actually find the donor that we wanted. Well, not to say we wanted, because Christina,
you don't get everything you want. Moral of the story.
Yeah, and moral of the story is we didn't choose the donor that Christina wanted, so yeah, the one that I wanted. But
yeah, so we looked at Zytec.
Yeah, Zytec, California Cryobank, and Fairfax Cryobank.
Yeah. So with those, you have to buy so you can see some of their information stuff, but to get a more detailed look at who that person is and their down to their genetics to their family history, you can see what their mom's sisters carried, and with the genetics, it goes down to even things that they're a carrier for that they probably never even knew they was a carrier for, and it'll show adult photos too. But that's again, it has a bunch of different packages, and us being extra, obviously we wanted the one that showed everything, because we want to not just see what you look like as a baby, we want to see what you look like as a grown adult, because you can be a cute
ugly
cute baby, ugly adult, ugly baby, cute adult, you never know. So that's why we went with the, now when I insert my baby picture, y'all gonna see that I was cute. Anyway, so we ended up going with the Fairfax Cryobank just because it had a wider range of what we wanted.
What we were looking for in a donor.
Oh, so the reason we didn't go with one, since we are in England, the only reason we didn't go with a London Cryobank or one from over here is because over here they don't show pictures of the donor.
Yeah, they don't show baby pictures or adult photos, and they give you very limited information about them. And also over here, they have some type of law that when you order sperm from over here, you have to get not a known donor, but an ID donor, so that when the child is 16 to 18 years old, they can search and find their donor parent.
And in the States, you have non-ID and ID donors. So non-ID just is the opposite of that. 18, no matter what age they are, they can't be given any information to find them. They want to remain anonymous throughout the whole entire life. So that's just the difference. And we wanted to be able to see, the main things we wanted to be able to see pictures, because obviously genetics and family history, that's a huge part, but you want to know what you get in your
cute.
Yeah, you want to know what you mixing your child with. You want to know. You don't want to just be Russian roulette out here just.
I mean, because it's already kind of Russian roulette,
But we just wanted as much information as we could possibly get. So that's why we went Fairfax, because we felt like they gave us basically everything that we was looking for. So that was the first step.
We also talked about using a known donor, which is somebody that we know that would donate sperm to us. But COVID and us being in England, them being in the States, it kind of just didn't work out. Didn't work out for that. So
COVID just ruining everything. We had it all, we really had a whole plan and everything, and it was a
top
golden
tier, top
obviously
tier plan.
We're not ever gonna say who that person was, but you know who you are.
Thank you.
So yeah, that didn't work out, but we ended up just having to go with the donor, from a bank. And after that, once you pick which sperm bank, donor bank, whatever you want to call it, you go with, Now you have to figure out you have to figure out what you want. And so it's like hundreds of people on there. So,
but there are not a lot of African Americans that donate sperm.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, we wanted an African American to donate to us, be our donor, but it's not a lot of African American people that donate sperm. I'm not sure why. I don't know, but
stingy,
I guess. We wanted our child to have like some kind of color, so we chose what is he? Iranian. He is Iranian, so spicy.
Yes, he is Iranian. Some of the big things for me were I don't want short kids. I'm 5'8", Some might say 5'7". I say 5'8". Y'all don't know. Listen, you in my business, don't do that. Listen. So I wanted a donor that had to be at least minimum 6 feet. Our donor isn't 6 feet, he's 5'10", but close enough. It's okay. But it had to be at least, like, I couldn't go under 5'10". So anybody under that excluded. Sydney, I don't know, y'all probably can't tell from right now, but Sydney has very pretty eyes. What color it is right now? They like a hazel. We kind of looked for donors with blue eyes, green eyes, gray, or hazel. Yeah. And what else was a must-have for you?
A must-have for me was good hair, like curly, wavy hair, because obviously I have, the good hair. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I do have good hair. Y'all that know me, y'all know I got some good hair. So we wanted our baby to have some good hair. Me and Christina, we barely know how to do our own hair. So
if we have a girl,
we gonna need some tips and tricks and
send
all
prayers.
That.
That's what we gonna need. We gonna need prayers.
Mm-hmm. But so
curly wavy hair was
curly wavy hair. First, let me just say, Christina was very, very picky during this process. Christina would look at donors and be like, "Oh no, he's ugly. Mm-mm. Oh, he didn't go to school. It's a dub.
No, I was.
Or she'd be like, "Oh, he 5'7".
Yeah,
he got everything. He got everything that we want. He got blue eyes. He got curly hair. He went to school. He majored in biology, but he 5'7". No,
done.
Over with.
Because that's all good and all. You can have your biology degree. You can have the good hair, the pretty eyes. But what you gonna do at 5'7"? Not anything wrong for all the people that's 5'7" and under out there. That's fine. Y'all live y'all best 5'7" and under life. But we finna breed some athletes, okay? We finna breed basketball stars. We finna breed track athletes,
volleyball, football, soccer.
Athletes,
softball.
Period. And do you know how hard it is to make it as a 5'7" athlete? Ask my brother. Where is he? Yeah. Okay,
so after we went through and chose our specifics and what we wanted our donor to have,
Sydney was just favorite. And I'm like, bruh.
I know. So this is why I chose the favorites so that we could go back and, check them out, look at them. But when you just searching through 500 freaking profiles.
She was just adding any and every body. And some people had everything we wanted, looks wise.
But their family history.
What their personality, what the staff of the cryobank said. But when you go through their family history, cancer, heart failure, arthritis.
Terrible.
Alzheimer's.
It was.
They had every and anything, and we want to decrease the risk of our child carrying any or having any of that as much as possible, especially when one side already has some of that. Cancer. Yeah, and then eventually, Sydney will probably carry one of my eggs because I ain't trying to carry. Yeah. So she'll carry one of my eggs, and boy, do my family got enough cancer for everybody. Cancel. They got enough for everybody. So we want to limit, anything like that as much as possible. So that knocked probably
half out.
Yeah, probably 10, 11. And we recently got it down to a
5.
It was top 6, and then we had to kick a few, and then we got it down to 4.
But also in the UK, you can't. So in the UK, whenever you have sperm imported over here, that sperm cannot have any like
can't be
genetic,
a carrier
it
for
can't
anything.
Be a carrier for any genetic disorders.
So some of them were carriers for cystic fibrosis and other diseases that we just cannot pronounce. Yeah, and
we're gonna put it on the bottom.
Yeah, and so it would cause things like seizures or
neurological like problems,
just things that are like
brain damage.
Yeah, things that were too extreme for us to take the risk on. Got it down to a top 2. Yes. My favorite was this Brazilian / Ecuadorian man, and Sydney's was the Iranian. No,
it can't. This is how your girl won. You know. So
let me tell
you how I won. So this is how I won, because for one, the one that
it wasn't a competition. You didn't win.
Well, anyway, the one that Christina wanted, he was a carrier.
No, let me explain mine. So, first of all, he was, while you get to the negative stuff, he was 6 foot, so nice and tall. He met the height requirement, just barely, but he met it.
He wasn't cute, and he wasn't no cute baby.
He had nice hair.
No, he did not.
His baby pictures and his like child pictures, they weren't very clear,
No,
so it wasn't like
ugly.
a clear picture. He was tall.
Ugly.
He had a nice face structure.
He had a very strong face structure. He had a very strong nose. So,
Can I finish mine? Thank you. It's rude. So, but he was a carrier for something real bad. It was some the biotin thing.
Yes.
And he was non-ID, meaning that he wants to remain anonymous throughout the child's entire life. And as we said before, being in the UK, that is a law that they have to be ID donors. So, and he's a carrier for something. So that's like 2 strikes right there. Boom, you're out.
Right. So why would we want to use this donor and put our child at risk to receive something or be a carrier of something?
Because he would have been cute.
No, my donor, the donor that I chose, he was not a carrier for anything. He had a great family history, and he was tall-ish. He was like 5'10", and he was a cute baby, and he's a cute man. He's very handsome man.
Baby. He has a very long head, pointy nose, big ears.
Not girl.
He does have a long head.
And yours don't?
No, he had a full face.
Y'all that know who Christina wanted, y'all know. Y'all know we made the right choice choosing the one that I wanted. So it
wasn't really a we. Mine got canceled out by default. So that is how we came to choose our donor. And so after that, since we are in the UK, we had to contact Fairfax's international.
Their global team, so that we could get our sperm shipped over here. So when we were looking online, and like the Fairfax website, we thought that this was gonna be like so expensive, because online it says that we have to pay for the shipment of the
cryo tank.
Yeah, the cryo tank. So we would have to pay for the shipment. We would have to pay for the deposit for the shipment.
On each tank.
Well, the deposit for the tank was
so we would have got it back
$75. But the tank was $675, and then the sperm is 1,000.
Yeah, I think
1,000.
It was like $1,100 something.
Yeah, $1,100. So 1,100 times 3, then the 675 times 3, and then the 975 times 3 is what we thought that we would have to be paying for this sperm. But
we were wrong. Their website was wrong.
Their website was totally wrong. When we reached out to the global team, they actually have like a bank, I guess, over here in Manchester. Yeah. So we only ended up having to pay for the 3 vials of sperm, and then we had to pay a shipping fee like of $230 just to the cryo bank. But we also had to pay a storage fee, but that was like £600. And for those of you guys that do not know, the dollar to pound ratio is like,
it's awful. It's absolutely horrible. So the value of the dollar is worth absolutely nothing over here. With COVID, it keeps getting worse.
Yeah. So like that 600 pounds was maybe like $830. Yeah. So
love it in England.
Yeah. But Our sperm has made it safely to the London.
It got there really quick too. It got there in like
3 days, maybe 2.
Less. It was like 2.
Yeah, 2 days. So it is there waiting for us.
Now, as for the next steps in like the process of Sydney getting inseminated, so the first thing we had to do before
first, let's start from the beginning. In June, I went to our PCM on base, and he told me that I have a 6 to 7 millimeter polyp in my uterus. So he put me on birth control because he also says that I have mild endometriosis. So I was put on birth control for a few months, the patch. I went back in early January. So we went back to our PCM early January to see if the birth control had worked, if it helped with the endometriosis or the polyp. It didn't help with either, sadly. So we had to basically send all those scans over to our clinic before we could even get started with the process. We had to go down and get my blood taken. And when I got my blood taken, they came back and told me that my TSH, which is like your thyroid, is hyperactive. And it is at a 4.5 and 4.5, and it needs to be below a 2.5. So they are putting me on a medication. We will put the name of it at the bottom for 4 weeks, and then I have to go back and get another blood test to see if it has gone down. If it's gone down, then we can move forward. If not, then I'm sure they'll probably have me on another round of the medication.
Yeah. So after she gets this other blood work done and it comes back all clear, because it just is. So once it comes back all clear, the next thing is just going back to the clinic and actually meeting with the doctors in person, because
the consultant. I'll just have to start my cycle, and on cycle day 1, I will have to call the clinic, let them know that I started. They will have me come in maybe day 8 or 9, something like that, to check my follicles, see how they're growing. They did tell me that I will have to do the trigger shot.
Can you explain to them what it is?
Oh, so the trigger shot is basically, it's a pregnancy hormone, and it helps you.
Isn't it ovulate?
Yeah, so it helps with your ovulation. It helps like the egg and sperm kind of meet where they need to meet and possibly get pregnant. But with the trigger shot, from the research that I've done, it doesn't really make a difference. A lot of people that use the trigger shot still don't have success with IUI. The IUI rate is really, really low. It's like
20 to 30%.
It's less than that. It's like 8 to 10% with using frozen donor sperm. It's more when you have like in a heterosexual, because you can use fresh sperm, but because the sperm is frozen, it's between 8 and 10%, which is not a lot. So we decided that we are going to do 3 rounds of IUI before we move on to possibly.
But we're not gonna have that problem.
IVF.
Because Sydney gonna get pregnant the first time, and that's not on that, and I'm speaking it into existence.
Okay, so send us, some baby dust, some rainbows.
Some what?
Baby dust. It's when baby dust.
I don't know what baby dust is, y'all. It sounds like something she been made up or
no,
seen.
That's what we say in the TTC community. Trying to conceive. You send baby dust and you send rainbows and you just send good vibes.
Okay.
So
send us baby dust. But yeah, so that is that. And then on the, like the 14th day?
Yeah, the 14th day, between like 10 and 16.
14.
Well, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Between like day 10 and 16 is when you're supposed to ovulate, when your body ovulates. To my knowledge, I don't have any fertility issues. So they suspect that I would ovulate regularly like everybody else. So between those days, they're going to check my follicles, let me know when they want me to take the trigger shot, and then I'll take the trigger shot, and then the next, well, it's like 24 to 36 hours after taking the trigger shot, you go in and they inseminate you with the sperm.
So that's all we have regarding like our IUI process and where we're at in it.
Yeah, you guys like, comment, subscribe to our channel.
Share it, let everybody know. Join the gang. We got lots of content coming up soon.
Especially when the world open backs up over here.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, we be trying, but England and Boris,
he playing with us.
Don't want us to be great. He don't want to see us flourish out here.
Thank you guys for watching our YouTube video. We really appreciate it. While you guys are going through the next week, just send us some baby dust. We need it. We need the baby dust, all the baby dust over here. But that's it,
Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Again, make sure you like, share, comment,
subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe. That's the big one.
Hit that button.
We're going to put it right there on the screen so y'all can